Hello everybody, welcome back to the second part of my weekly recap episode for New Year's. And it's not even a new year, well it still is a new year, but it's not even about the New Year's, just goals for the year. So this week was pay week, so I do want to talk about pay and how I'm simply budgeting. I'm not going into every single minute detail, but I do want to take a look at what I'm doing as a simple budget. So January 9th and 10th I got paid. I, in total, ended up with $2183.61, $2,183.61 in my checkings account. I got paid much less from both of my jobs because of the holidays, and that is going to change. I'm going to get paid stat days at my main job. It just was a recent change, so I didn't get paid for the recent stat days, so I worked a few days less from both jobs, so my pay was significantly less. The only reason it was over $2,000 is because I also had like $600 in cash that I also deposited at the same time. So we started with that. Let's look at my bills. So my credit card was pretty high. I had to pay $728.53. Holiday season screws us all over with pay. I was a little liberal with my spending, so that is normally kept under about $300 per pay period, and I can get away with saving a good amount after that. Once a month, I pay $200 to my family to live at home. Blessed to be in this situation because it helps me save a lot more money towards a house. So those two payments came out of my account. I had to manually do those. Then what's going to auto deposit is my car payment, which is $375.54 bi-weekly, so I need to save that every paycheck. And then the gym once a month is $31.58, which will be taken out this upcoming week. So I just try to keep that like at least $500 in my account, so both of those can come out, and then I'll have $100 extra. I only use credit cards for spending, so the $100 extra is just in case I forget about like my student loan payment. I didn't put it in here. I do have a student loan that I have to pay, which is about $100 a month, but that has already been taken out of my account. So for February, I'll probably have it in there, depending on how my pay schedule lines up. So after all of that, I saved $750, which is a pretty good amount. That's like the bare minimum that I like to save each pay period. So I'm happy with that. Usually I want to try and get around $1,000, but because I got paid less and spent more, I had only been able to save $750. And like I said, I'm now working full-time, properly full-time. I used to work full-time-ish, but only be paid 68 hours guaranteed unless I worked more than that during the pay period. So now at my main job, I'm actually going to be getting paid for 80 full hours with stat days paid and everything like that. So there is going to be a bit of change in my pay, which is why I didn't break it down between jobs, because this is not a normal pay period for me. So my next one in 2 weeks is going to be what my new standard is. So we saved $750. My savings goals this year are at least $6,000 for a car. I already have a second car I want for winter, which is also probably a dumb financial decision, but I did it. Or I didn't do it. I want to do it. So I have $4,000 saved for it already. I want another $6,000. I want to buy a car around $7,000 to $8,000, and then have a couple thousand extra for taxes and insurance. So that's the goal for a second car. And then I need $8,000 for an FHSA, a first home savings account. You can only put in $8,000 a year for it. So my goal is to hit that $8,000 goal every year until it maxes out at $40K. So I have 4 more years until that maxes out. I maxed it out last year. So those are my two main goals, so $14,000 for that, and then hopefully I can save about $3,000 plus just for other general savings. Like out of that $750, I'd probably put away like $150 into the other category, which can go towards insurance or whatever, right? Just if any random expenses come up. Like I'd like to have that $3,000 so I could do a yearly insurance payment, so I only have to do that one time for my car instead of doing it quarterly. So right now my total savings for this year is $750. My overall is around $18,000. That is including the extra money I've made from investments, so that can fluctuate up or down. But overall I'm at around $18,000 total, give or take $20. I'm rounding to the closest zero, which doesn't mean I added $400 to it. I maybe added like $10 because I was at $17,990. So looking pretty good in the budgeting department. Overall, bi-weekly, I try to keep my spending under $300. You know, that's including gas, that's including food, that's including whatever else, right? Fun. Typically, I can get away with that unless I have to fill gas more than once per pay period. Like once is usually fine. It's about $80. If it's any more than that, it gets a little over $300, but I don't typically go out on the weekends. I am more often right now because my girlfriend's brother is here and we're just trying to have a little fun while he is here, show him a good time in the city. So I'm spending a little bit more. I might be over 300 by a little bit, but overall, that's what I try to keep it under, and that way I'm still able to save a little over 1,000 per pay period. And I think that's been about 5 minutes, so I think that is enough about money right now. Let's jump into something else. So to talk a little bit more about my other goals, my one that's kind of ambiguous, which is like just appreciating more of the world around me, that one is going well. Honestly, I don't know how to explain it, but I've genuinely felt happier these past few weeks. I don't know what it is. I haven't done anything different. You know, I'm going out. I'm seeing people that I enjoy being around. I'm doing things that I enjoy doing, and it's genuinely made me happier. I'm having more fun at work. I even enjoy my retail job. You know, it's a nice change of pace from my primary job that is mostly just driving around the city. I don't have coworkers, just clients. So when I go to my retail job and I get to talk to my coworkers, it's a lot of fun. So I like the change of pace, and I'm appreciating that interaction a lot more than I think I used to. What have we done this week? Not a whole ton. We've been to a couple cafes. That's a nice hobby my girlfriend and I have, where it's just you go into a quiet little place and you have a croissant, you have a coffee, and you just chat. It's peaceful. It's nice. It's a good change of pace from the busy lives we lead. My girlfriend's brother is also visiting us from Calgary, so we've been trying to do some fun things. So we tried out a new club that just opened in the city, and that was pretty whack. There was like 3 people. The music was good, but a crowd is what makes a good time. And so we went to a different club. I'm not a fan of this one, but there was a lot of people and there was okay music, so it was a much better time than that first one we initially went to. I've been in the gym a lot more. You know, the weight thing is still, up in the air. It's only been a couple weeks, so it's only been a week really, so it's not like I could have dropped 30 pounds. I'm not on a Ozempic or anything, or I'm not, doing a water cleanse. So it's going down slowly but surely. I think I'll check more into that in a month or so. But I have been cooking healthier. I made these like Mexican style burrito bowls. There's also these little pockets I found that are kind of like a wrap, but only open in one end, so it holds everything a lot better. I really like that. So we made some of those, and then I made some rice. So with the extra, you can make a bowl. So that's been really nice. I like that. It's a healthy thing to make, and it's very filling because it's a lot of vegetables, and you can use chicken or tofu or whatever you please. I also did try to make cake pops. It was pretty fun to make, honestly. They tasted almost identical to the Starbucks ones, which we really like. I don't know if the video of us making them will be in here. I'm just waiting for that to be sent to me. It was really fun to make. They do not look anywhere as good as like the Starbucks one, but they taste almost identical, and compared to a single one being $4 at Starbucks, I think for like $10 worth of ingredients, we made 18 to 20, and for them to taste probably 90% as good, I don't think you can really ask for much more. Those are such a scam at Starbucks. They are not worth it at all, so hopefully I can get that clip of us making them in this video as well, because it was pretty fun to make. A few other things that I have and haven't been doing, like I've started reading a book, House of Leaves. That book is phenomenal. It's very challenging to read, but I think everyone should try reading. If you like reading, it is definitely worth the read. Not reading as much as I probably could, but reading it periodically throughout the week when I have breaks in between clients, and it's been actually amazing. That is such a good book. The gym, I'm going pretty consistently. On the free time that I don't have a ton of free time Tuesday to Friday, but Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I've been pretty good about going like I had planned to. The weight, it's only been a week, so I can't say much to that. And the thing that I haven't been doing very well on is the cleaning aspect of things. I can't. My girlfriend does this weekly reset where she deep cleans her apartment. I wish I had that because I just absolutely hate cleaning. It's not that I hate cleaning, I hate starting the cleaning, and I really need to get on that because still looking like a gamer room in here. Not as bad, but I need to definitely clean it more and more and more. So I'm going to do that a little bit today, but definitely need to get that straightened out. Aside from all of that, I think that is all I have to say in this video, so look out for some new videos that I'm going to be making on the new Brawler Meeple and free-to-play, and I have a couple other challenge ideas that I want to do, but that is going to be it for this one. So hopefully your year is going as well as mine is, and I hope it gets better if it's not. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.